All right. It's time to rebalance again. So it's Act 1 and 5. 1, 4, 5. Okay, let's do 5 first. Oh, cool. Oh, okay. Just finish that. Just gets annoying. What's with all the yellow elites? Guess I gotta kill 100 anyway. Let's go. Clean this up. Nice try, Furnace.
Well done. Here is your reward. You have finished all the bounties here, but more await you in other lands.
That's an interesting.
Our enemies are legion, but they will not take us tonight. We must hold them here while the keys to the Holy Temple are hidden away from their leader, the fiend Nereja. Resolve must not falter, or we will surely die to the last man.
What?
Not ready yet.
Stew. That's weird. Yeah. People. Oh, come on. really now. Ah, yeah, I rarely play hardcore. Only sometimes, and I don't have um character slots to do that. I've only done it like last time, one time, but I didn't like play it from the beginning. I basically got carried. However, I didn't get loot share carried though, so I had to get my own loot as a demon hunter while getting carried, and then I basically got myself to 800k HP as a god DH, and then it was easy basically because on hardcore you just repeat the same thing like 90s over again or like 95 at most kind of thing. And I mean we're doing this because I mean or so now because of the echoing nightmare farming the petrified screams and whatnot. So I mean like you generally play really low unless you're really well versed in stuff or like you have good timings and stuff. Or you have really good gear obviously. Then you can just do whatever like as though it's softcore. But I do have a hardcore in back in what was it, season 20 last basically last season, right? It still shows the thing. I mean because I haven't logged onto it. Yeah, and playing an interesting class is amazing, you know, especially on hardcore. People also choose not to play hardcore because they think that they can't take advantage of it as much, even though you know people are able to do it. It's just um, the the mindset just wasn't too hardcore towards hardcore players, or they didn't really have them more in mind when they should have. They didn't really keep in mind about hardcore players, and I don't know. I guess they didn't really like also differentiate it. I guess I don't know if it's annoying to do or anything, but they didn't like separate in consideration. I mean, eventually the game's gonna get easier and easier, so to speak, right? So, I mean, I don't know. I guess it's just the first iteration of it, but honestly, at the rate that weird, well, not we, at the rate that other people are doing those echoing nightmares anyway, the shield pylon isn't. I mean, it's it's broken in one way, but it's also not broken in another because at the end of the day, people will figure out how to maximize it, just like just like how they did with rats. They took they took rats to like 10 seasons or whatever, right? And it maintained. I guess they didn't change much of it too. So I mean, eventually, the echoing nightmare anyway would have been. They would have found a way. People would have found a. I mean, people already have. I'm just saying, like consistency wise, people would have found an easier way out. So that's why there are also lesser players for hardcore than usual. I mean, there are still people playing. It's just a lot less. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'm just doing bounties also because I like to rebalance, and that's the motivation that I get to, of course, one. Let's just drop that since I like to craft a bit, and recently that since I'm working on the wizard now. Just for fun, I'll craft it. So yeah, I'm also recently now, since it's that time again, I've been looking around for like one or two people to make, well, quote, make friends to play. Ooh, fragment. Ah, talking about fragment of destiny, but it's not ancient. It has the stuff I want. Like I want the stats on there, but ancient. Well, I mean, if it had default attack speed, would be nicer. But then I like having, the life per hit, stuff like that. I'm just a more defensive player, I guess. But in the end, I wanted offensive version anyway. I'll just keep it to maybe reforge. I'm already again keeping too much. Oh yeah, I forgot to craft these ones. I guess I'll just craft them now. Oh, very nice. Funny enough, I still have to finish up said dungeon. I usually do that at the end of the season. Come on. Nope, it's not ancient again. And it's a 30 for the Hydra side. Oh man. But it's not ancient.